Hello, Mr. Greg, and hi, Kevin. As you can probably hear, I'm lurgified yet again. Got rid of one lurgy and another one kicks in. I've checked and it's no the dreaded COVID. I wished it was, because I had that and it was a easy peasy compared to a bad cold. Hi Steph, how you doing, pet? But I think I'm fine for playing and singing, except that, as you can probably hear, it'll be slightly nasal. And hi Phil, hi Frankie. Yes, well done Stephanie. Yep, like I say, if I sound a little nasal, I wouldn't worry about it. Hi Dean. Jock and I went to see, hi Marion, we went to see Albert Lee at the Green just last week, I think, just over a week ago. Hi Pete, hi Gail. And in addition to his absolutely wonderful guitar playing, which always amazes me, hi Kathleen, he sang lots of great songs that I'd kind of forgotten. And quite near the beginning, he sang this one. It was a song originally done by the Flying Burrito Brothers. It's a Graham Parsons song. And it's just brilliant. And Albert Lee, obviously Graham Parsons was with Emmylou Harris band, and then Albert Lee was the guitarist with Emmylou Harris for a while, so there's big connections there. Hi Leslie, and say hi to Jeff. Hi Flander. So anyway, blah blah blah, talk. I'll try and shut up a bit. This is called Wheels, a Graham Parsons song, and it's brilliant. I'd completely forgotten it until I saw Albert playing it the other week. We've all got wheels to take ourselves away. We've got telephones to say what we can't say. We all got higher and higher and higher every day. Come on wheels, take this boy away. We're not afraid to ride. We're not afraid to die. So come on wheels, take me home today. Come on wheels, take this boy away. Carols by the lovely the lovely wee Graham Parsons. Hi Cyril and hi Carol. Okay, a bit sombre now, but it won't be sombre all the way through, I promise. I'm going to do a song for Mr. Greg later on, because he reminded me I haven't done it for ages. So I'm going to do American Tune by Paul Simon. That should be interesting with this this lurgy, this latest lurgy. I did my COVID test this morning, it's no that. I can't, it wasn't anyway. This is well, it's a very dark song and I've spoken about it before, so here we go. Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolias sweet and fresh, then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here's the fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter crop. Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Strange fruit, indeed. And if that sounds a bit flippant, it's not meant to. I always feel a wee bit, not embarrassed exactly, but awkward sort of singing that song because it's such a, well, really, it's such a black person's song. And maybe it's presumptuous of me to sing it. I just think it's a wonderful song. Big, big fan of Lady Day. Hi Tom and hi Jean. Welcome Welcome to my snotty evening of fun. This is a John Prine song. It's no, it's not the cheeriest song you'll ever hear either, but never mind. It's the story of a Vietnam vet called Sam Stone. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he had served had shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knees. But the morphine eased the pain and the grass grew round his brain and give him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures got big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He started work when he'd spent his last dime. And Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling. $400 habit without overtime. But the gold run through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while his kids run around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures got big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. And he played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hanging in the air. Oh, but life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but treat his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag draped casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures got big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Poor old Sam Stone. Hi, Elizabeth Sinclair, and hi, Sue. It's nice to hear from you. Hi, Raz. Yeah, I know. I pinched so many songs from you, Raz. I'd never have never known a lot of the John Prine stuff if it hadn't been for John Ramage, also known as Raz. I forget what the next one is. Aha. My As you know, I've been blowing on about making an album for ages, and there's not been hellish much sign of it. So I've actually started the ball rolling now, and I put 10 songs on, 10 demos to Liam, who's going to be doing it for me. And the ball's kind of in his court now, and probably we'll start actually making the thing in January. We'll be doing preparation work and stuff like that up until then. But I'm feeling quite good about it, because if you don't get started on something, it remains just this project that you've always got in mind, but you never do. So this is one of the things that's on it. It's probably the only instrumental that's going to be on it, and it's one of the guitar instrumentals that I've done myself, that I made myself, and I've probably done this more often than any other one locally. People will kind of... It's a rag, bit of blues and ragtime, and obviously it's as original as that kind of thing can be. And it wasn't named by me, it was named by my old friend Peter Rabjohns. It's called Dicky Ticker Rag. The Dicky Took a Rag. Thank you very much for that, Raz. Okay, I can't remember what's next either. But I have a feeling it might be Mr. Greg's song. Mr. Greg, Mr. Greg. If only I could think of something to rhyme. You know, I'm not wanting to get in the Royal Forest territory, obviously, you know. Yeah, Mr. Greg always requests this. Well, I say always, he has requested it quite a few times, and he reminded me about it quite tactfully the other day. It's a great Paul Simon song, American tune. Wrote it a long time ago. You can get videos of him on YouTube with a big moustache and wearing really dodgy trousers. Excuse the snotting. It's called American Tune, and it's great. Many's the times I've been mistaken, and many times confused. Yes, and I've often felt forsaken, and certainly misused. But I'm alright, I'm alright. I'm just weary to my bones. Still you don't expect to be bright and bon vivant, so far away from home, so far away from home. And I don't know a soul who's not been battered, don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. But it's alright, for we lived so well so long. Still when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what's gone wrong. Can't help but I wonder what's gone wrong. And I dreamed I was dying. I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, looking back down at me, smiled reassuringly. And I dreamed I was flying, and high up above my eyes could clearly see Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. And I dreamed I was flying. We come on the ship they call the Mayflower. We come on the ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hours and sing an American tune. But it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. You can't be forever blessed. Still tomorrow's gonna be another working day, and I'm trying to get some rest. That's all, I'm trying to get some rest. I love that song. It's such an old song, and yet it's so. It's not a rag. That's a good word, Paul. It's so evocative of Americans, the way America's a strange enigma. It's some of the best writing, the best music. There's some people who are great political thinkers in America, and at the same time you have all these absolute bams. And I suppose that's the tension that art comes from. Oh, how pompous am I? How pompous am I? Very. This is Bees Wing. If I can get through this without sneezing. awful buzz on that bottom string there. That's a bit annoying. Come on, let's see if we can. Just have to stroke it gently. Okay, Beeswing, you all know the script. Richard Thompson, great song. Tricky. But I'm going to do it anyway. Story of my life. When I came to town, they called it the summer of love. They was burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the doves. I took a job in the steamy, down on Caldrum Street. I fell in love with a laundry girl, she's working next to me. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. Brown hair zigzag round her face, and a look of half surprise. Like a fox caught in the headlights, there was an animal in her eyes. She said, young man, oh can't you see, I'm not the laundry kind, and if you don't take me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine that I might crush her where she lay. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. We bust around the market towns and picked fruit down in Kent, and we could tinker lamps and pots and knives wherever we went. I said that we might settle down, get a few acres dug, fire burning in the hearth and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. Camping down the Gar one time, the work was pretty good. She thought we shouldn't wait for frost, and I thought maybe we should. And we're drinking more in those days, and tempers reached a pitch, and like a fool I let her run with the rambling itch. And the last I hear, she's sleeping out back on the Derby beat, white horse in her hip pocket and a wolfhound at her feet. They say she even married once a man named Romany Brown, but even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. And they say her flower is faded now, hard weather and hard booze, but maybe that's just the price you pay for the change that you refuse. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste all her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, and I wouldn't want her any other way. struggling with that cough for the last minute there. Oh dear. Okay, one last acoustic number before I gang electric. It's another one that's going on my album. When first I mooted the idea of doing an album, I asked 2 or 3 people, you know, gave them a list of songs and said, that's what I'm thinking of putting on. And this one wasn't on it. And Marion, my sister Marion, reminded me, hi Penny, about this one. And actually, it was well remembered because it is one of my best songs. And I don't know, it's not like anything I ever hear anyone else doing, except for the title, which comes from a film. It has nothing to do with the film, I just like the title, and it's about winter and about walking home alone in the winter. Specifically, walking home alone on Christmas night. And it's called Winter's Bone. And the frost is at your door. Ground is hard beneath your feet. Evening falls each day at 4. Winter's bone. Streetlights glimmer through the fog. Pavement shines beneath the moon. Snowflakes linger on your coat. Winter's bone. Someday soon, sure as day follows night, birds will wake you in the spring's early light. Ice will melt and life will stir all around. Winter's gone. Empty streets are dark and cold. winter's gone. Winter's bone. Oops. Down here, bugger. All these inanimate objects take on a life of their own. Oh, dearie me. Excuse me. Hi, Elaine Shorthouse, how are you doing? Right, I've got 3 songs to do now. This is a Santana song. It's kind of a reminder that Santana started out as the Santana Blues Band, and then the last 2 songs are 2 songs that I'm putting on my album that I keep talking about. But anyway, this one is called The Sensitive Kind. Don't take her for granted. She had a hard time. Don't misunderstand her or play with her mind. They treat her so gently, gonna pay you in time. 'Cause you've got to know she's a sensitive kind. And tell her you love her each and every night, and you will discover that she'll treat you right. And if you believe, I know you will find ain't nothing like the sensitive kind. Now she gets so lonely, she's waiting for you, and you are the only thing to help her through. Don't take her for granted, she's had a hard time. You got to know She's a sensitive kind. You got to know. She's a sensitive kind. You got to know. She's a sensitive kind. And there it is. It's a nice piece of music that the words are a wee bit patronising actually. Now that I see them. It didn't seem that way all that time ago, but they're a wee bit. I can. A Latino groove, a snotino groove, more like it. Anyway, we're back onto my own stuff, and you've all, well, my pals who tune in have all heard this loads of time. And I make no excuse for it, because I like it, and I don't care. Can't find it, but, but I like it. Here we go. When I'm lost and I can't see where I'm going, I look inside and I don't think I'm worth knowing. There's a bitter old man in my head who just laughs, tells me to give up. And you call me on the phone, and I find my way home. I find my way back home again. When I'm afraid and my heart's been struck by lightning, to live or die, well, they both seem pretty frightening. When the night closes in on my soul and I can't fight it off on my own, you tell me I'm not alone, and I find my way home. Find my way back home again. On the road I was searching for what I'd been missing all along. I met you and you smiled at me, and I knew I would get home. When you cry and you feel you just can't go on, and you think there's no one you can count on, looking down, you're afraid you might fall, and there seems no sense to it all. And I take you by the hand and find our way home. Find a way back home again. And I take you by the hand and we find our way home. Find a way back home. Find a way back home. Find my way back home. I wrote that quite a long time ago, and I recorded it, and it's still on YouTube. You could go and have a listen. But that version of it just now, the harmonica on it, is me playing, and it's about a million times better than the harmonica version I did on the one that's maybe 12 years old. And I think the reason for that is that I've been playing with Gary Arnott, and just playing with him and watching him, listening to him, I've become much, much better at playing the harmonica. Okay, Gary, you can give me the money later. Okay, my last one. My Thatcher's Britain song, wrote it in the 80s in Thatcher's Britain. Still like it. We all thought Thatcher's Britain was terrible, and it was. Our mistake was we didn't think it could get any worse. But there you go. So this is good old summertime. All I need to do is find it. Here we go. Drums by Pete Rabjohn. And the saxes are Donald Lang. Summer morning came awake. The anesthetic didn't take. You switch your eyes on for a while and saw the city's evil smile, and breathe the poisoned air and walk across the street or around the block, hang around and watch the clock and listen to the worthless talk in the good old summertime, with your cap held in your hand. Will you beg or turn to crime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? In the artificial warmth of shops and pubs and restaurants, service with a plastic smile can fool you for a little while, but in the end it's all the same. Go downtown, sign your name, And in the meantime, try to find a way to fill up empty time in the good old summertime, with your cup held in your hand, where you beg or turn to crime. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime? In the good old summertime. In the good old summertime, with your cup held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, with your cup held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime? In the good old summertime. The good old summertime. That's me finished. Not before time. I should be in better form next week. God almighty, I'm sorry about all this, folks, really am. And I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be doing my gig next week, unless it's my turn to be Chancellor of the Exchequer, but, you know, and probably I could do that at the same time anyway, you know, and do as well as the bastards who've been doing it, that's for sure. Okay, folks, thank you very much for putting up with my snottiness. Good night and see you all soon.